Hey everybody, happy Super Tuesday. Hope y'all had a good day at work. Mine was great. Hey Jess, hey Razor, hey Radically Curly, April, Tammy, hey Patrice. If y'all'd like to, please share. I'm going to talk to y'all about something that I've believed in. Hey, Jolene. That really affects our profession and can really lose your customers really fast. I've been in this business for 41 years. Hey, y'all. Hey, Vinica, darling. I saw that you just got home. You put in the longest hours. Hey, Jennifer. Y'all, there's three things that I was that was taught in school 41 years ago that we didn't discuss in the salon. Hey, Tanya, my sis. And, this has really proven to be true through my career. Hello, Javier. If you want to lose a client, a salon guest, a customer, a whatever you want to call them, we are in a particularly wonderful time right now for you to do it by discussing politics. I learned in school three things you don't discuss: politics, religion, and sex. Ours was sex. You just didn't discuss it, because it's going to turn somebody off. It's going to really lead down the wrong road. But really the worst is politics. Today, all everyone talked about was Super Tuesday, and I just kept my mouth shut. I had super glue right here. I didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. Tomorrow at work is going to be the topic of discussion. It is going to be heated. This is going to be one of the most heated political years that we've had in history. And really and truly, y'all, you can defend by not discussing it or by discussing it. I find that the easiest thing for me to say and do is very simply just say, I just really don't discuss politics in the salon. And if they ask why, just say it's just a business decision that, you don't want to disagree with anyone. You don't want to, you've got to be neutral, neutral. And just tell them, just tell them I'm neutral. Vinica, that gets me in trouble, if you talk about it, so tomorrow's going to be a hard day for politics. And as people drop out, it's going to be a hard day for politics. And I'm just telling you, y'all, I will assure you, you're going to disagree with someone and they're going to get mad at you if you talk about it. It's just the fact. You're going to disagree with someone and it's going to cost you a client. You know what? I don't like to lie. I don't. I'm human. I have and I do, but, I even go so far sometimes as to say that, if someone says, if someone says tomorrow, man, I am so glad that Trump, won, all of these things, I'm going to say, yeah, isn't that great? If someone says, man, Hillary had a great show, and I'm going to say, yeah, isn't that great? I'm just going to be very neutral with everyone. I can't afford to have an opinion. Hey, Georgia. Hey, everybody, Georgia. I missed you too, darling. Absolutely. We've all got one. So, I'm staying very neutral, y'all, because, I need my guests. I need their money. I don't want someone to run down the street because I don't agree with them politically. I don't. Yeah. Well, I'm not even going to go there, Jennifer. I'm just not. I'm in the South, y'all. I'm in the South. I was raised in the deep South. I was raised in a family where my father was a Democrat, regardless. The first time I voted when I was 18 years old, my father walked me into the voting booth, pulled the curtain and said, now this is all you need to know how to do. Pull this lever up here and you vote a straight Democratic ticket. I said, okay, Daddy. He walked out. I voted individually for who I wanted to vote for. When I walked out, he said, did you pull that lever? And I said, yes, sir, I did. The day George Wallace got shot, and my father and I were in his truck coming home from another town, my dad pulled off on the side of the road, on a 2-lane road, to listen to the radio and was so upset he couldn't hardly drive. That's how much of a Democrat my father was. You know, my father was so much of a Democrat, if George Wallace was to be resurrected and run for president, my dad would come up out of the grave long enough to vote for George Wallace. So that's the type of family I come from, you know. And, you know, I have my own strong political views that doesn't necessarily follow my family's. But, you know, I'm just saying we can't have that at work. You know, we just cannot have it at work. If you want to, go. Vinegar, that would be pretty good. Yeah, that really would. I'm just telling you, though, I mean, from my experience, and it's a Steveism, you know, don't discuss it. Oh, Tanya, you need to stop. Okay, started to say I was about to have a stroke. You know, a stroke. Oh, my goodness. Pretty much, Jennifer, pretty much. You know, no one understands this, y'all. I mean, my business is very different from most people. My salon guest and I do not talk. We don't have banter. We don't have discussions. We don't talk about very much of anything. You know, they come in. We have our little mini consultation every single time. I mix their color. I put their color on. You know, I tell them their hair's looking good. Their scalp looks good. I tell them what I've done. You know, added to it. If I'm adding, just like, you know, if I'm using California Glam and they've never seen it before, I explain it to them. I always explain Olaplex. I explain the new Anti-Dot Pro, you know, and then after I get it applied, I set their timer and they sit there and rest or read or do whatever. And I sit there and I get up about every 5 or 6 minutes and check their progress and let them know that I'm being attentive, and we don't talk. We don't have small talk. We don't have banter. They don't want it. You know, they don't want it. You know, it's great. You got to, you know, it's just really, really great. As a matter of fact, I got a brand new salon guest today whose sister, whose friend, sister had already called. So I've got two, but I got another one today whose friend had came in last week. And I put it in her color and explained to her what it was. And then she told her friend how her scalp didn't itch, whatever. That person called today to make an appointment with me as a brand new guest for a big service, simply because I had used Anti-Dot Pro in their color, her friend's color, and her hair didn't itch. You know, her hair didn't itch. You know, so then I guess we just don't talk. You know, I mean, I say small talk. Hey, how are you? Gosh, it's good to see you. How's everything been going? Have a seat. Let's talk. And I go over and look and say, well, you know, did your color do good last time? Was there anything that you need to alert me to? Anything I need to know? You know, do we want to adjust our formula? Are you still happy with what we've been doing with the progression of your hair? And they'll say, no, everything's fine. I've been good. And I put it on, and that's it. You know, that's it. You know, so, you know, that's the extent of our talking. Literally, they can sit there and process for 45 minutes and hear nothing from me other than when I walk over and look at it and say, it looks good. You know, it looks good. Is everything okay? Does it feel okay? Do you need anything? Would you like another magazine? You know, that's it. You know, it's been that way basically my whole career, especially the years I've worked alone. You know, we just have into this routine. You know, they're there for one reason with me. And that's it. I'm sorry. Someone just sent me a message that I've been expecting, so I'm sorry. I had just sent somebody an important message a minute ago. But it's just, I'm sorry. I should have turned off my messages. It's just the way we do, you know. Every now and then I'll have a new salon guest come in that talks and talks and talks and talks. And y'all, it throws me off guard so much that I guess nearly forgot how to have that banter. That banter. Yeah, that it is rude. That banter. But I don't mind doing it. It's just not a routine thing for me. But I'm prepared for it tomorrow. I've got a busy day. I've got a heavy, heavy book, and so I'm ready for the political talk tomorrow. Ready for the political talk, and I'm just like I said. I'm going to play neutral. I'm going to be Switzerland. You know. Uh, Amanda, I don't know that it's rude. It may be illegal. You just have to, you have to find out from your state. In our state, we've even got restaurants now in our areas that are putting up signs, no vaping. And I don't care. I quit smoking about nearly 9 years ago, and I was a 3-pack a day smoker, literally. And I quit. This year will be 9 years. Yeah, Jay Cash, we don't talk. I don't talk about any of that stuff. I talk. I mean, I can. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Jennifer. We just don't get into heavy conversations. We just don't. I just. Thank you, Sherry. It's the best thing I've ever done. You know. How do they do that when it's illegal? Is it not illegal? It's illegal in the state of Tennessee to smoke within so many feet of your front door and everything. You just can't do it. So we just, Oh, Vinica, I remember the days when hair dryers and salon had ashtrays attached. Had ashtrays on the dryers, and you would see all these women lined up under dryers, drying their hair and smoking, and sitting there smoking, and people spraying their hair. So it was crazy. But y'all, I've been doing hair, for 41 years. So it was a lot of things that were different then. I think the very first place I could never smoke, which was very odd, was inside the walls of the cosmetology department. We were not allowed to smoke in the building at school. We went outside. Absolute lacquer. And y'all, I'm talking about lacquer, the kind of lacquer that you actually had a sprayer, and you would pour the lacquer into the sprayer, and then you pumped this plastic part and it misted it out. Real lacquer. Real lacquer. Absolutely, Tanya. And you're talking about, you would have to melt that stuff off their hair when they would come back in to have their hair shampooed, because it was so strong. You had to hit it with such hot water it melted. Yeah, Michael, we have strong anti-smoking laws in Tennessee, strong, and, there's no smoking basically anywhere, anywhere that the public is, you just are not supposed to smoke. Of course people do, but they're going to anywhere. Now oh no, I'm not going to. No, no, no. I started to get my nephew and him vape, and I started to get some to do vape, and I thought no, because knowing my addictive personality, I would have 100 different kinds of vapor, and I just would have it everywhere, and I would be so addicted, so I just didn't. But you know what's so strange, y'all? Since day one of me quitting smoking, it absolutely has not bothered me one bit to be around cigarette smoke. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think it stinks. It doesn't bother me to smell it on people. I guess was extremely blessed when I decided to quit. Because, my sis had to quit for health reasons, and I just still smoked for a couple of years, and I just finally decided it wasn't fair. Plus, I don't have the world's best lungs. I've had chronic respiratory problems my whole life. I've got a nebulizer in my bedroom, and I have inhalers every single where that you can put them. Oh, Jay Cash, I didn't see it. Do it again. Do it again. I'm sorry. I was running my eyes are hurting tonight, y'all. I don't know if y'all can keep seeing me squinting, but my eyes are killing me today. Just killing me today. So, no, I didn't get to see it, Jay Cash. I'm just apologize for not seeing it. Yeah, we don't have any smoking. Then I'm sorry. I bought y'all, anyone, even if you're not a diabetic, I'm fixing to tell y'all a little secret. There's a lotion that you can buy at Walmart right next to the pharmacy that's a lotion for tingling for diabetics. People that have diabetics, and it's for tingling and shooting pains in your feet. Even if you don't have diabetes, it's the best lotion to rub on your feet. It just makes the feet feel so good, especially after a big long day of standing up. Melissa, I'll tell you tomorrow night, because tomorrow night during my Wednesday night scope, I'm telling you the new standard of the month. So I'll tell you tomorrow night. It's in my bedroom. I can't remember, but it's just wonderful, y'all. It's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It has a little bit of oil, but it's just got a little bit of menthol too, y'all. And it absolutely, because I'm a diabetic, but I have neuropathy, and I have had for about 7 or 8 years. And it just makes your feet feel so great. My feet can be burning like it's got 1,000 fire ants on them at nighttime. And it absolutely, within 15 minutes, I'll put it on, put on a pair of socks, and it goes away. It just goes away. So I will tell you tomorrow night. I'll write it down and put it in here. But like I said, tomorrow night for our therapy, I'll tell you the new standard of the month, and we'll talk about the new word. And Jennifer sent me some of the most wonderful stuff, y'all, for my shoulder. It has just been a godsend. I certainly will, Amanda. It absolutely been a godsend for me, for my shoulder, because I was having so much pain, y'all. And I still have pain. I'm not telling you that I don't, but I will say this honestly, that my pain has diminished. And it's not as frequent, and it's not as intense since I started using this spray that Jennifer sent me. And it's just really good. I mean, it's really, really good. Jennifer, I'm Sparkle Girl, sent me a bottle of a essential oils that's for your shoulder and your neck. And it has just done so much for me. I mean, it's just done, I'm a firm believer. Shasta Lee, if you do not quit licking the kitchen floor, Vinica, I know, and I'm getting close too, I mean, can't believe, that I'm over 800, which is crazy because, I don't promote it, So, and they say that when you get to 1,000, it just kind of booms and booms and booms and booms, So I'm anxious to see if this is true, Yeah, Jennifer, I've looked up the company and everything, and there's tons of different varieties and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really, really good. But y'all, I just want to tell you too that I got a message today. I don't know if y'all heard me. Some of y'all heard. I had a client last week who my heart just goes out to her. Just goes out to her. She has no thyroid. She has lupus. She has adrenal gland. I can't say the word exactly, but adrenal gland dysplasia. She has to take tons of medicine, and her hair is just crisp. It's just crisp, and she had not been in for a while, because the last time we did it, I told her, we've just got to hold off. We've just got to. Y'all, I'm totally honest with my people. If I had someone coming in that was fixing to get a $500 service, and I knew that their hair couldn't handle it, I'd send them out the door. That's just me. That's just me. But I just want y'all to know that I felt very secure doing her hair since I've been using California Glam. I really did. I felt secure. And Olaplex, because, I'm loving Olaplex with California Glam. And so, she had about a level 5, and her scalp hair is good. It's just that her hair just, I don't know why it does that. It's just crispy, And so I used blue with 30 on her scalp with Olaplex. And after it had got to about half my desired shade, I went and mixed up my love, which is Violet, California Glam, with 10 volume with Olaplex number 2. And I put it on then from scalp, where the blue was, all the way to the ends. I just worked it through. And then I combed in some 8GB Redken for a few lowlights. And I want you to know that she sent me the most heartfelt message today, y'all. telling me that her hair, Tammy, I'll tell you why number two, because I already had number one in the blue. I didn't want to necessarily slow down that level 5 anymore, but I wanted the number two simply for the creaminess, to get it, for a fast application and for the protection of the Olaplex. I just wanted the number two for that creaminess. I just didn't want it to slow down quite as much as number one would have slowed it down, because number one is 100% full strength. Number two is 15% strength. Number three take home is 12.5. So I just didn't want it to slow down quite as much as I thought it might, because I wanted it to come off. Yeah, Michael, thank you, yay for you. I'm proud of you. I'm an addict. So I just want y'all to know that she sent me the most heartfelt message, telling me that her husband complimented her for the first time in a long time. That her heart swelled when he told her that she was beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. And that she thanked me so much for being smart, and I just, and I have to give credit, y'all. It wasn't me, It's not me that was smart, It's that I'm using smart products, that it's easy to do when you use smart products, Oh, I'm not going to, Jackass. It's just that, she just is, she's a sad person because she's just sad, Oh, I hate you, Tanya. She's showing out, y'all. She can say it perfectly, perfectly, She knows I can't say it. I get tongue-tied. That's just a crutch and a thorn in my side that I can't say that word. But, when you use smart products, it makes you look good. It really makes you look good. So, I'm thrilled to say that I'm 100% behind California Glam. I'm behind anything that they do. The active ingredient in Olaplex, I cannot pronounce it. I'm just so proud to say that I have Olaplex. I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. It's biz blah 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 blah. That's exactly what it is. I can't say it, and to be now using Antidote Pro, because, between using California Glam, Antidote Pro, and Olaplex, I have a absolute wonderful team. That's what it is. It's my team, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more thrilled with the work that I'm doing better work, And I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm damn good. I am really damn good at what I do, but this is making me better. Sherry, I really like Guy Tangs. I really do. I alter it, because I bump it with Jennifer. I'm adding, like if I'm doing anything with my regular 4 ounces on scalp, with just a color, I'm adding a little over half an ounce, because 1 ounce is good to 6 ounces. Anything that I'm going over, I add a full ounce, and on my scalp lighteners, I don't care what I'm doing to it. I put an ounce in it just to be on the safe side, if not a little bit more, I'm going to use it when I shave next time. I sure am. I'm going to put it on my skin when I shave, before I shave, because I'm fixing to go just bat crazy with it, and use it for many things. So like I said, y'all, I'm going to say something very controversial right here. And I'm probably going to get hate mail tomorrow, because somebody's going to watch this on replay and send me a damn message, They're going to send me a damn message for sure as the world. I think that you can be, here it goes, earth-shattering, not the world's best hairdresser, but if you use good products, it'll make you look better. So I think you can be very average and use wonderful products, and it'll make you stellar. And it'll make you stellar. And on the same token, you can be the best hairdresser in the world and use shit products, and it's going to make your work not look as good. You know? So I choose to use the best that I can get. You are awesome, baby. You are so, so awesome, you know, and you do good work. Every one of y'all do wonderful work. I saw something Michael Taylor did the other day, you know, or maybe it wasn't the other day. Everything's the other day with me, and it's good. Everybody in here is stellar. It's stellar. But, you know, it's just like this. I'm going to use J Cash for an example. During my days of being a child and my father's days, we used butch wax. We used butch wax. So let me ask you a question. If J Cash, the barber, had sat in front of him butch wax, or if he had a stellar, wonderful product, do you think he's going to grab that butch wax, or is he going to grab that stellar product? No, he's going to grab that stellar product. You know, because he wants that head of hair to look on point when they get up out of his chair. You know, yes, butch wax was a product years ago, and you couldn't get that shit shampooed out of your hair. Because, you know, back in those days, men, for some reason, didn't shampoo their hair a lot. You know, and, you know, my daddy used butch wax. Yeah, you can still find it in, you know, in really, 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 really old barbershops. My dad used butch wax. My dad used Brill Cream. My dad used Vitalis. You know, so, you know, like I said, y'all, I'm old as Methuselah. So I remember all this crap. Absolutely, J-Wax. You know, and the highlight of my life, I knew I was a grown man, y'all. I knew I was a grown man. I wasn't probably 7 years old when the barber took tonic and put it in my hair and slapped it on my face when he got through cutting my hair. And I thought I was grown. A grown-ass man because he put that stinking tonic on me. You know. Vinica, not at all, darling. Not at all. Oh, it was crazy stuff, y'all. It was crazy stuff. You know, you used to walk into a barber shop and it was nearly... I don't even know how to say it. You know, this coming from a gay man is going to sound really strange, but it was almost like a sexual smell when you walked into a barbershop because you could smell all those aromas, you know. I mean, and I don't mean that dirty at all, y'all, but it was just like a sexual smell when you walked into that barbershop. You know, here was, you know, all these smells of these tonics and all this kind of stuff and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It was just crazy. You know, it was just crazy, you know. But I loved going to the barbershop, you know, and not for the smells. I just loved to get my hair cut. Yeah, then you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly. Me too, Michael. You know, it absolutely will. You know, it's just like, I love the smell of patchouli. You know, I've always loved that smell of patchouli. And, you know, I can walk by somewhere and you get just a little bit of a whiff of that smell, and I go, you know, it's just crazy. You know, the smell of that's it. And it was not even in a sexual way, Jennifer, but you're exactly right. It's just that smell. You know, it was just something about that smell. You know, and some of the new things from then smell wonderful like that. Just really wonderful. Vic. Well, y'all, I love you. It's been a strange night on Periscope. There was, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. This is not the time or place. You know, it was just a strange night on Periscope and a strange night. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Drama. Absolutely, Michael, drama. Drama that I just hate. That just breaks my heart. You know, I love you too, darling. You know you got added to the group about the St. Louis show, right? You know you're in that group. Yeah. I hope so, Michael. I so hope so. You know, it breaks my heart. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew. You know, I just wanted to make sure you knew. It just breaks my heart, Michael. It really does. You know, but like you said, this too shall pass. You too, J Cash. It's so good to see you, y'all. Vinica, good thing you missed it because it's gone now. But it's a good thing you missed. Yes, she's going to Orlando. I think we have talked. Tanya, I love barbering. I love to watch videos. I love to go on YouTube and watch videos about barbering. It's something about, that those clippers, because my damn clippers don't sound like that. And I got good clippers. I got really good clippers, but my clippers don't make that sound. It's just something about that sound, that I just love. And I love to, you will stop it. And I love that motion of the hand, just how they're using. So brave. It scares me to death. But anyway, y'all, hair hugs. Message me if you need me. Call me if you need me. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow night for therapy and for the reveal of the new word. And listen to those whispers until you hear the words, y'all. Hair hugs. Remember, be strong tomorrow. No politics. Bye.